Hello everyone, Giuseppe from Simulation Daily here. Today we are in Star Citizen and we are looking at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2955. I think that's the right number because the date in Star Citizen is 930 years in the future, and it proceeds dynamically with our real world's date. So we are starting in our home hangar and in Horizon, and we are going up to the spaceport. We are going to check out the first day of the expo, and it's going to be all about the RSI. Just kind of a self-insert company. Sorry about that. A little bit of a distraction. My phone rang. I was saying it's kind of the self-insert company by Chris Roberts. RSI stands for Robert Space Industries. So we are at the spaceport in Horizon, and we are going to, as usual, there is like corpses in the ground. It is almost a staple in Star Citizen. Once upon a time, the staple was NPCs standing on on chairs. Nowadays, there's less of that, and there is a lot of corpses in the ground. So we're going to check out take an elevator here and go down to the shuttle station. That way, you also see how you get to the expo center, which this year is on Horizon. We are here in the space station. Shuttle station. Make sure that you go to this platform. See if we make it. We made it. Actually, that was slightly risky because there is a glitch right now. And if you are on that little ledge where you board the shuttle, in the moment the shuttle departs, the shuttle will glitch into it will clip into the ledge and will hit you and kill you. So if you see that the shuttle is just moving out of is just about to move out and you're not making in time to get on it, make sure that you stand a little back, because otherwise you're going to be murdered by the shuttle. There is quite a bit of people. I have to say, since when the servers have been changed to include more people, you meet a lot of people around. That's delightful. Of course, now there is an event, so there is even more people around. And you can meet quite a few other players. I remember when the server were just a few players, and if you met someone in the verse, it was like an event, mostly a pretty tense event, because you never know if they want to kill you or they just going to be friendly or neutral, you know. Of course, cities, it's a lot safer. Not completely safe. There are some glitches still that can be taken advantage of. Like earlier today, there was, as usual, someone dragged the corpse or something in the spaceport, and the guards were shooting at them, and there was a big shootout, and we were getting killed. I can't believe they still did not fix that glitch. It's really terrible. That is the expo center. It's actually quite a ways from Horizon, from the spaceport. The design, I have to say, it's really good. They always do a fantastic job in Star Citizen. The game has been doing quite a lot of progress in the past year. And I think the overall mood has improved quite a lot among players. Of course, there is always the negative Nancy's, people that have to always complain, and things are not always perfect. Obviously, this is still a gaming alpha. Basically, they call it alpha. I call it early access. It's the same thing. It's 13 years of early access, but still an early access, I suppose. And we are going into the expo, and there is the brand new ship right there, the Perseus, Aerospace Perseus. It's very big. It's not the biggest ship in Star Citizen, of course. At least for the moment, the biggest is and remains the Idris, playable ship, of course, but it is big, and I would say the design is absolutely fantastic. It's not fantastic enough to make me buy one, of course, because my investment in Star Citizen is very limited, and it will remain very limited, because I definitely prefer to earn ships in game than to buy them with real money. I mean, I contributed my money to the development, and that's it. Now, when the games come out, well, I can already do it now, of course, even if it's an alpha, but when the games comes out and the progression will be locked in,
sometimes I think about throwing my Moby away.
I will enjoy earning my fleet by purchasing it with credits earned inside the game. So this is the atrium of the expo. As usual, there is like there is the booths of the manufacturers. There are some new shirts I'm noticing. There are some the old ones with the designs that we had in previous EAE, but there are some new shirts and hats. I'm pretty sure this design is new. It's pretty slick too. I'm gonna buy them later, but we can go into the expo proper right now. The Vision Center, such a high sounding name. It is a pretty slick design. Here we have the calendar, so we'll have RSI today and tomorrow. Then there is going to be Origin, Break, and the various minors later. Here is another holographic showing of the Perseus. Seriously, because this is a civilian expo, so Drake is actually part of it. If you come for Invictus Launch Week, which is a military exposition, you will not see Drake. It has its own defense con outside of the same period, but since they are not exactly endorsed by the military, they have their own thing. This is the other new ship that they just released, the RSI Salvation, which is a salvage ship. That's literally a dad joke name. It's very much unarmed. It has the two size ones that are basically pea shooters, but you can start with this ship if you want, and you can be a salvager, which is a pretty decent, way to earn money at the beginning. I don't know actually. I'm not sure how good this ship is at salvaging, but salvaging in general is a nicely earning profession. So if you want to get into Star Citizen, you can buy the beginning beginner pack or whatever it's called with the salvation inside, and it costs, I believe, something like $75, I believe, or 70, not discounted, but there is right now a 15% discount, so it's 60 something dollars. Looks like there is already Xperia here. Oh, looks like actually this time around they made the expo with more than one brand, so I suppose the brands, the different days are more a way to rent the different ships, but the brands are all in the show. I guess we'll see that, but we'll definitely have Xperia here, which is not RSI. We have the Talon, which it's a Tavarin style ship, which looks pretty nice in this skin, even if I absolutely do not endorse the idea of selling skins. I don't like that. I believe ships should be customizable with their own colors, but I suppose they found another way to make money off of us, and so they do. The Prowler Utility, which is more of a cargo ship, also very beautiful looking for people that like alien designs. Also a Tavarian design. Looks very much bird-like, just like the Tavarian. And now, here we have another recently introduced ship. I think it's just a few weeks ago. The Stinger, the heavy fighter, a Vandul design. Vandul are the ultimate enemy race in Squadron 42, which is the single player in the game, the single player game that's coming hopefully next year. Finally, very much of a single. Oh, hello. Very much of a single player experience, cinematic experience, inspired by by Wing Commander, which is what brought Chris Roberts to fame. And if you look, they are. I actually really like the design of the Vandul ships as enemies. I don't like them as, like, I wouldn't fly a Vandul ship. I personally they don't fit my style, but they are very much like Predator-like style, and I enjoy the way they look, and I enjoy shooting at them. They are exactly what an enemy alien race should look like. I am still very much fond of the Kilrathi, the enemy aliens from Wing Commander, because I mean, who doesn't love like anthropomorphic lion enemies that are a super warrior culture, all about honor and whatnot. We'll have to see. Actually, one thing that I am very interested in. So this is the Sulan, which has certainly its own specific and very unique design and way of animating. I was saying, one of the things that I am very interested in seeing about Star Citizen is whether the Vandul will manage to be Raylan, which is not finished yet. Sorry, and it's compared to it's just a couple of Gladius fighters in size. I was saying, sorry, I always like get sidetracked when I see something. Basically, one of the things that I'm most interested in, and that I think will influence a lot the quality of the experience in Squadron 42, is whether the enemy. I don't know if that's going to be recorded. Someone rang the door. Great. I'm just gonna have to cut for a little bit and then restart. And back, and again, I will manage to finish my train of thought, I promise. Is the Aopoa Santokiai. Medium fighter. And right there, we have the defender, the Banu defender, which has been very much overpowered for a while. I don't know if it still is, to be honest. I don't really fly alien ships. But yeah, I was saying before my train of thought got sidetracked a million times that one of the most important and most like relevant and influential elements of whether I will enjoy Squadron 42. I think there is a good chance that I will enjoy it, but how much I will enjoy it will depend a lot on how good the Vandul are as an enemy compared to the Kilrathi. The Kilrathi were so well portrayed that in the Wing Commander series that they were absolutely one of the stars of the show. The Vandul are a little bit more extreme than the Kilrathi. I don't believe they communicate at all with us, with humanity, while the Kilrathi, they did communicate, they did speak, and they did understand our language. So it was, yeah, there is ages here, so yeah, the brands are all there. So there was absolutely communication and dialogue between the Kilrathi and humanity and the protagonist of Colonel Blair, that in the later games was played by Christopher Hamill. And so that was a dynamic that was really interesting and really made it personal, you know. The Vandul are less, they have less of a personality. They're just violent. They don't communicate with us, and they just invade us and just want to kill us, at least for now. So it'll be interesting to see how the folks at Cloud Imperium, the writers at Cloud Imperium, will manage to make them into an interesting enemy that is not just a stereotype villain. Because what we have seen so far, they're just a stereotype villain. So we'll have to see if they will manage to give them a little bit more depth. But yeah, and we are in the Aegis Pavilion here. We have the classic Avenger Titan. And the Saber Peregrine. I believe a racing ship. Oh yeah, it's the racing version. I like this Saber design. I think it's a little bit, it needs a little bit more work though in terms of power. For the moment I don't feel it. Down here we have the Paladin, which they also recently launched, and I actually really like the way it looks. I think it looks awesome. I like the angular utilitarian designs that Anvil has, that are probably my favorite in the end. And let's go inside and look at the interior a little bit. It's amazing that we can see how just how improved things are here in Star Citizen, that we are on the free-to-play period in the of the expo. The game is going to be free to play and to access for everyone for 2 weeks until December 3. So all you need to do is to make an account on the official site, and you can just download the client and play. And also you can enjoy pretty much all of the ships available in the game, almost all of them, and the vehicles. You just need to rent them, and they are available for rent on a brand base. Like each brand is available for 2 days according to the calendar that we have seen before in the elevator. So if you want to to try the Perseus, for instance, the brand new ship, you can. It's available, and you can rent it and you can fly it, which it's pretty fantastic. So you can actually see what the game can offer without having to spend dime, and without having to oh, the lighting. It's one of my favorite ships design-wise. I think it needs a little bit of love in terms of gameplay, but I love heavy fighters, and I love the lighting. It's just a beautiful design. And yeah, so if you want to try the game, this is your chance. You can try all the ships, so you can actually see what the kind of end game is about. The Hornet MK2 is probably my favorite design for a fighter. It's beautiful. This is the Super Hornet, which is the two people version. I actually prefer the normal Hornet MK2 with just one pilot, single pilot cockpit, but they're both great. And you can pretty much see the Hornet as the F-14 of Star Citizen. With they have the swept wings there with variable geometry. I just love it. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's called a Hornet, but it's more of a Tomcat, according to me, according to my personal interpretation. So I was saying, yeah, you can pretty much make your own opinion about the game, since there is so much controversy about Star Citizen with people that hate it. I will tell you that it's absolutely horrible. Of course it isn't. I don't agree with that. I think it's actually getting really, really good as of now. But you don't need to listen to me. You don't need to listen to my opinion. Here we have the big MISC ships. That, of course, since they are enormous cargo ships, they are in the forms of models here. Yeah, you don't need to listen to me or to listen to anyone else. All you need to do is to just download the game, try it, and make your own opinion, which is, according to me, the best way to do this. Because if you listen to the fanboys, they will have like rose-tinted glasses. The Raft is a pretty nice industrial cargo ship. They will have rose-tinted glasses, the fanboys, of course. They will gloss on like all the flows the game has, and so you will get in and it will be disappointed, which is not great. While the haters, they will probably turn you off, because they will tell you stuff that doesn't exist, like it's unplayable. Like, all the arguments that I hear from the haters are completely based on Reddit second, third, fourth, fifth hand information, and they are absolutely out of any sort of realism, and they have no logic at all. But again, don't listen to me. I don't think that the game is perfect. The game needs a lot of work before it's great, but it's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with this game when it still was young, much younger than 13 years old in early access. But I'm having a lot of fun now. Now, even more. Here's the MPUV tractor, which is one of my actually little favorite ships because it's so cute and small, and I love flying it and using the tractor beam and stuff. And yeah, just download the game, make up your own opinion. You decide. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to the haters either. Just make up your own opinion. That's the only way. Because people have made up their mind. Nowadays, here is the Perseus in a more approachable way, I suppose, than the one I was in front. I think can we actually go inside? I don't believe they made it accessible. Oh yeah, they Can I get in? Yes, I can. Great. I would have been surprised if it was not accessible, to be honest. It is. So let's go inside. Let's go take a look inside the Perseus.
Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is where
Hopefully we won't be stuck inside. It happened in the past with the big ships. So here is the torpedo room, which you can load up and shoot. There actually are 2 torpedo rooms, one for each side. It is not fully loaded. Both are not fully loaded, I suppose. Hello. Oh, there is a basket. Is there another side? Oh, there is just one though. I see. Here we have a interlock for docking. Docking collar. Lower deck. Battle shaft entry. Mainly, these are the main elevator. Here we have one of the big turrets that you can control, size 8. Actually, they're interesting because the turrets are W's. They have 2 size 8 cannons, and they also have 2 size 3, I believe, repeaters. So on the same turret, you can just blast away at capital ships with the big guns, or you can use the repeaters to blast away at fighters, or you can do both. If you can hit fighters with the size 8, it's not gonna be fun for them. So let's go up via this. Can we just go inside here? No, we have to go all the way up. Here is the control, the command bridge where the captain sits. Oh, this view is actually really magnificent. I love it. Can I sit on the command chair? I don't think I can. Okay. But yeah, look at this view from here. And this kind of ship is just interesting because if you have a few friends to play with, it must be a lot of fun. I actually haven't done a lot of multiplayer with ships besides events. Like, I normally fly fighters, so I am outside in space shooting at stuff instead of being inside the big ships and being part of the crew. I would like to, though. I hear people have a lot of fun with it. Oh, you can actually go outside from here. Need to be careful not to fall. This is a pretty nice view of the Expo from above. This is the point defense turrets. It has some point defense stuff. See, that's what I was talking about. On the same turret, you have a pair of big guns and a pair of small guns, so you can have the same turret, use it as a anti-air, anti-fighter, or anti-capital ship, or anti-whatever, with the big and small guns, depending on what you want to shoot. Which is an interesting design, and contributes, I suppose, to keep the number of crewmen limited. you don't need like 20 people to operate this, just 7 from. You need 7. You can of course have less, but with 7 you can operate everything and have a full complement of crew. So yeah, now where was the elevator? Here. Let's go in the middle deck. I was saying one thing that's very interesting, main deck. One thing that's very interesting is that with the new server meshing setup and everything. Now, despite the fact that the game is free to play, so there is a lot more people than usual. Bunks. Everything is responsive. Elevators work like in previous IAE and these kind of a free-to-play events, the big ones, things did not work. Elevators, they took like hours to get up, to get or down and to open, and stuff was unresponsive because there was a ton of lag. Now everything is responsive. I am impressed. It's obvious that Star Citizen this year, the promise to make it more responsive, more fun, more workable, and to give us more content, they kept it absolutely 100%, and I am kind of proud of them. They did a great job, and they did a great job, and I think it deserves to be recognized. Right now, Star Citizen is a lot more fun to play than it used to be. Here we have a kitchen. I already been here? Yeah, I already seen this pool table. Star Citizen now is a much more polished and fun to play game than it used to be in like even just a year ago. It still has its flaws, obviously, but we are definitely starting to see the vision. We are definitely starting to see that it is possible. Yeah, you can just that's nice. The hangar just the. Oh, I see. The basketball court is projected via lights on the ground, and from here you can lift the hangar or make it go down. I imagine that you can fit a couple of a few vehicles in there. Probably you could fit a fighter as well. I would not be surprised, because here it's pretty, like the ceiling is pretty tall. Normally that's the issue with fighters. I don't know if you would have a lot of room to get out from there, like to just from the platform that goes down to the bottom of the ship, if there is enough room for a fighter to just slide out. But I will test it, because I love to just land fighters on another ship. That's one of the most fun things in the game for me. It's just a lot of fun. Let's just jump down. And I am hungry. I'm starting to get hungry and thirsty. I haven't drunk. Let's see. Oop. Ouch. I hurt myself a little bit. There is some room here. Oh, guy is going up again. Don't do that. I wanted to see how tall it was. Well, I suppose that it's getting get out. Then can we just press something here? Where's the control to go down? Maybe here? Lift, maybe. Okay, let's go down again. There seems to see here you can see the turrets, how they are pretty well. Like two big size 8-gun and the two small size 3 repeaters. Let me get off before someone pulls me up again. Yeah, I think there is room for a fighters here. There may be. These size 8 guns are like massive. And I've seen from the trailers they have a very, very satisfying shooting effect. They're like boom, boom. And here we have the repeaters if you want to do some anti-fighter. Fire, yeah, the Perseus is a beautiful ship. I will definitely try to fly it later and just rent it. So I was saying, yes, you can rent ships for free, so you can try them out and see what the game can offer when you are advanced into the progression, because the progression in Star Citizen, there is no levels. It's not an RPG. Progression is literally buying new ships with games that with money that you earn inside the game. So that's why I am not in favor of buying too many ships with real life money, because it's like skipping your level in an MMORPG, skipping it to the max level. What's the fun in that, right? It's a lot more fun to just, you know, do the progression normally. Wow, it's pretty luxurious. There's a rover here. Lynx, RSI Lynx. I have not driven one just yet. Here's the RSI Meteor, which is a fighter, medium fighter that is a variant of the Interdictor version that was released before. I am not the massive fan of the design of this one. You know, I don't know, it just looks like this giant like glass here in front. I just don't see it in a fighter. It's just too exposed, I suppose. But it's just a matter of taste, of course. I'm pretty sure there is a lot of people that love it. And this is a very retro look instead. The wolf. They designed it in a way that it looks a lot like an Ramble fighter from Star Wars. And it's nice, but again, it's not my style. I prefer more utilitarian, military-like ships, but this is still, like, for people who like this kind of like classic sci-fi design, it's beautiful. And they did a great job with like all the components, how they come out. Like, that's one of the things in Star Citizen, sorry. It's that the ships are not just static. Like, they open up, you can pull out the component, you can do a lot of things with them, and so I kind of understand the people that buy them, because they're not just a way to get advantage in the game, but it is a little bit pay to win. Let's not just lie to ourselves. But it's also a way to just buy yourself a giant toy, with which you can have a lot of fun. Like, I'm pretty sure people that buy a Perseus can have a lot of fun with it with their friends. Like, even if you just come in for the free-to-play period, if you have like a few friends to come into with, just grab a Perseus and just go wild and see what multi-crew gameplay is all about. It is something that does not exist in any other game, so not to this scale, not this seamless. There is no competition, so it's something that you can experience only in Star Citizen. You can experience like boarding other ships and fighting inside the core, the hallways and all that. This is something absolutely unique, and it's fantastic according to me. I actually done quite a few boarding actions, because there were some events in which you could board an Idris and whatnot, and those were a lot of fun. Here we get upstairs. We got that? No, actually, I went the wrong way. RTX Fortune, which is, I believe, a salvager, like another salvager, but like a bigger salvager than the Salvation. Yeah, and it's like it's a very nicely designed ship. Even like it shows that it's not a combat ship, but it's nice. And it's a variant of the Prospector, which is a mining ship. So yeah, I've noticed that here. Oh, there is the Prospector. See, it's a very similar ship, very rugged. Here's some example of the mineral you can mine if you like mining, and this is the mining vehicles that you can go in the on the ground if you prefer that, of course. Mining matters.
Hey.
But yeah, I've noticed that so there is not all the vehicles are in the expo this time around. They decided to probably have the same version of the expo for the rest of for the whole duration, and have a sample of the vehicles instead of all the vehicles. And I suppose it's understandable because the whole thing is pretty much like the lineup of vehicles is becoming really massive. So I imagine even if they did separate days, there probably wouldn't be enough space for everything. So the sample is probably makes sense. The Golem Ox. We are in the Drake part. The Drake, very utilitarian, very rough ships. They have the charms. I think they have their charms. And here we have the Grey Cut part with the rovers and jeeps and the MDC here, and the little EDV and the MTC here, which is big, like big van-like vehicle. Almost look like a troop carrier. Well, it is a troop carrier. And here we have that mining rock, the rock. You can just go around the mine, which is pretty nice. And then this is just a car. The STV is just a car. Back into the Drake part. I actually love this. The mule is literally just a truck. Like for the moment, its use is limited, but I just like the way it looks. Clipper, here still nice utilitarian Drake ship. See, even inside it's just kind of a mess. Kind of looks like a pirate ship. That's why Drake has this like tradition of being used by pirates, you know. So it's kind of funny. Where does this go? Upstairs still. Oh, it goes into the pilots. Let's copy it. But Drake denies that it's the pirate-friendly brand. I mean, they have some useful utility vehicles like the Cutlass Red, which I mean it's called Cutlass. How pirate is that? But the Cutlass Red is actually an ambulance, space ambulance basically. Here we have the Star Kitten Dragonfly, which is literally a pirated Hello Kitty version. You can get this if someone invites you. There's in the refer a friend program at the moment. If someone invites you during IAE, you get this and a matching spacesuit, and they will get it as well. Or if you invite someone else, you both get that. The only condition is that they need to buy a basic access to the game. When they buy it, they you get basically if you register register an account. When they buy, they give you a code that you can use to invite friends, and when those friends buy it, you get rewards, and this is the reward of the 2 weeks of the IAE, and it's an extra reward on top of a whole string of rewards that you can get depending on how many people you invite. But we move on to the Origin, which is kind of the Ferrari of Star Citizen, very luxurious and whatever. We don't have the biggest Origin ships here. This is the Origin X1, which is a overbike, and this is the looks like it's the biggest Origin ship we get to see today, the 400i. You can see it's basically a space yacht. There is much bigger. The 900i is enormous. These are like your Gabe Newell's yacht. This is more of a slightly rich person's yacht, not a super rich person yacht. It's much smaller, but still beautiful looking, luxurious looking, and well, it gives you quite a lot of room to have fun. You can go up here. There is more of it. The habitation deck is upstairs. Here's the luxurious part. You see, you have this all these spaces that you can use. I guess this is, you can call it the ship for role players, I suppose. You can invite their virtual girlfriend into the game and hang out here. I don't want to know what I'm gonna do, but you know, it's their business. Bathroom here. Having a bathroom is quite important in Star Citizen because you need to survive in the verse. And here is the command deck. Oh, I said. Please tell me that I'm not going to get stuck. Why? Get me out. Phew. Yeah, they fixed it quite a few bugs. Like previous editions, if you sat in one of these accidentally, you got stuck. There was no way to get out. Let's go down. Back to the technical deck. Oh, that elevator is quite fast. Oh, this is a quite neat way to open up. Let's see if I remember where the thing to extend the ramp access. See, you can't actually see it from here because it closes the hatch. Can I get out? Oh yeah. Very neat. Interesting that they have the 350R out, because this thing has needed their work for a long time. Still looks cool, but you know, I'm quite surprised that they picked it for it's a racing ship. I think we're almost explored everything. Yeah, there is a lot to see. It's not everything though. It's interesting that they decided to condense the expo a little bit. Probably, I suppose they just decided that it wasn't worth to make everything make it a massive exhibition when people mostly come in the game to go around and fly, you know, play the game instead of going around and looking at stuff, I suppose. I think there is another section downstairs, but before we, yeah, here they are, the rental thingy. Basically, you can access these panels, and you can rent all the ships for free. As you can see, right now the only manufacturer available is RSI, because it's 2 days dedicated to RSI. Then there will be the, yeah, you can also rent the Polaris, which is also a giant corvette. It's bigger than the Perseus. See, and you can have fun with a ton of friends on this one. You can actually fly it on yourself on your own to try it. I think the Perseus as well, but you need more people to actually, you know, man the turrets and all that if you actually want to be effective with it. Scorpius, Lynx, there are quite a lot of ships to choose from. Polo, the Meteor, which is the Salvation, you can try it. See, you have the Perseus here. It costs nothing, and I believe the rental will last 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. So you have 48 hours by when you start, by when you rent it. You have 48 hours to enjoy each ship, and then it will move on to the next brands. And here we have it. So you have RSI first, then Origin, then Drake, then the Alien brands, then Mirai, Misk, and Kruger, and Anvil, which is my favorite, and Argo, because that more small brands together. So Outland actually has a very small number of ships. Crusader, which also I love, and Tambrel together. Umbrella is as the Nova, which is the big tank, which goes very well together with the Crusader Starlifter. You can, which is a giant transport ship, which you can transport a tank inside. And Aegis, then best in show, which will have a lot of different ships, and then final with, like, you can try all of the vehicles for free during the final between November 3 and December 3. So November 30 and December 3. And I was saying once I did something really funny. I had the tank in the hangar of my Hercules Starlifter, and there were some pirates just pursuing me. I opened the hangar and just blasted them with the cannon of the tank, and one-shotted the enemy fighter. It was pretty fun. Okay, so let's go downstairs now. Oh, first, before I go downstairs, I think I need to do... Oh my god, 76%. Okay, I hurt myself really badly when I jumped down from that thing. Okay, there is the kiosk. I need to eat and drink before I start. Before I die during this video. That would not, absolutely not, be nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna have this synergy drink. Thank you. You drink it? Yeah. Okay, I've had my drink. Thank you very much. Is there? Yeah, I'm weird, so I actually need a trash can. I like to throw stuff around, but I don't see trash can. Did they forget the trash can this time around? Oh, come on, Cloud Imperium Games. Is that really what you did? Okay. Well, at the very least, I'm gonna leave it here.
Back off, okay?
Back off? Why back off? I'm just putting the trash there because there is no trash can. Don't back off me. And I'm also gonna eat a burrito.
Hey, welcome to... Never mind.
There you go.
This is a friendly
I am full for drink and food right now. Interesting. It's interesting when you drink, you leave. I'm actually gonna have some coffee too because I love coffee. Black Mountain.
I'm busy, okay?
So I can show you the different animations for cans and bottles. Yeah, the drinks, they generate trash. Oh, good boy. He picked up his bottle.
Intergalactic Aerospace Expo.
So drinks generate trash, and you have to like either find a trash can if you want, or just throw it in the ground, I suppose. Or you can store it. But I can't get it. Oh well, whatever. I'm just gonna walk around with it. You know, so, there it is. This time around, I got it. You can throw them if you want, like a grenade. Sorry, I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna be an ass. Oh, it moved. It moved. Okay, I'm gonna put moved out of the way. I wanted to be an ass, but he actually moved out of the way. I'm gonna put my can right there too. Yeah, people, I'm not the only one that does that.
Can't get
Where's
enough,
the
huh?
cat? Oh, did I lose it? Oh, I think I actually store it. Let's see. No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm confused. Can just disappeared. Well, too bad. Oh, it's there. There it is. I want to carry my can. Give me my can.
Then why not take it for a test run? Many of the vehicles on display at this year's IAE are
It does not let me take it. Let me see if I can do this. Oh. Oh, I think I ran into a glitch. Yeah. Oh, there it is. My inventory is back. Can I pick it up? Yes. There you go. And there I have my can now.
gathering the latest and greatest from manufacturers across the
Sorry,
world. The Intergalactic
I know.
Aerospace
I'm just
Expo
weird.
is
It's OCD.
come to take flight.
There you go. You can have the can. I mean, it's not. It's a bit rude to just give the can back, but since they did not think to put any trash can, that's the least worst thing I can do, I suppose. Let's see if we can go downstairs. There is no downstairs version, I suppose. Oh wow. I thought there was. There is nothing else.
Stay aware of your surroundings. Keep an eye on your belongings at all times.
I think we saw everything. All four? Armament gallery? Did we see? Oh, there's Drake. Yeah, we've been there. There is some armor, some new armor actually. Pretty cool. This is the Geist armor. By the way, the Dust Devil armor, which is really elaborate, I suppose. It looks like a kind of a knight in some way, fantasy warrior kind of thing. There is a, by the way, you can basically get an armor from Twitch drops. I don't have Twitch, so I'm not advertising anything. We don't do Twitch on Simulation Daily. So but if you want to like watch some content creator that has a Twitch drops, you can get a free armor and it will be added to your account, and you will just keep it forever. You won't lose it. So that's a nice thing, because that way you don't need to buy an armor when you start out. Yep, I think we saw everything. That's all there is to it, to the IAE 2955. So just if you've never tried Star Citizen, oh my god, I have not slept, so you need to forgive me, please. If you want to try Star Citizen and you never tried it, this is the best time. It's working well, so you won't be bothered too much by glitches, it seems, and you can try all the ships and you can just enjoy it for free without paying a dime. And you make up your own opinion. Then if you like it, then you can definitely buy it. It's not like it costs access and your first ship. It doesn't really cost more than any other game. People say Star Citizen is incredibly expensive. You spend thousands of dollars, whatever. Yes, if you get into the buying a million of ships, yeah, you can spend just how much you want to spend. But to get your starter ship and access to the game, it's 60-70 bucks. A little bit more if you want a better starter ship, but I would not go to that route. Just get the basic one. For the profession you want, like if you want to be a miner, you could do mine. If you want to do some cargo, get it one that has cargo space. If you want to be a salvager, get the salvation, whatever. Just decide which your career, your initial career is gonna be. Almost like you were choosing a class in an MMORPG, and then get your ship from there. Other basics. The good thing is that other basic ships, other starter ships, if you want to try other careers, are really easy to buy with the money you can do in game. Like the starter ships are very cheap in game, so you can buy them all and try all the activities you can do right now, all the gameplay loops you can do right now in Star Citizen without having to buy any more ships with real money. The starter ship is all you need. My opinion is that unless you have a lot of disposable income and you love Star Citizen so much that you want to contribute to its development because you believe in the game and you believe in what the developers want to achieve, then it's an absolutely noble and an acceptable reason to spend more money into the game. But if you just want to enjoy the game, you don't need to spend more than any other game. You just get your starter pack, you get access to the game, and there is a slightly more expensive starter pack that also will give you access to Squadron 42 when it comes out, a single player. So you can count that in as well if you want, but you don't start buying stuff before you decide, okay, I believe in what Star Citizen is gonna be, so I want to support its development and monetarily. And if that is your thing, that is fantastic, no problem at all. I absolutely do not judge people that spend thousands of dollars in this game because they believe in this game and they want to invest in it and support it. That's absolutely a good thing, as long as you do it consciously and you're not just getting addicted to just wanting the bigger ship with the pay-to-win mentality, okay? Because bigger ship from the start, it can be a nice reward for people that support the game and support development. But you really do not need to get a Perseus to have fun in this game. This is the beginning. You can buy a small starter for 60-70 bucks, and then build up to the Perseus and more. And when you finally get to buy your big ship, your first big ship, it is extremely satisfying because you earned it, of course. I mean, that's obvious, isn't it? The hell is that? I have no idea. There's something on the ceiling.
This is a friendly reminder.
Yeah, you really do not need to buy anything. I have no idea. That must be a glitch. A glitch of what? Oh well. But yeah, buy your starter if you want to try Star Citizen beyond the free period, and then build up from the starter. Then after a while, when you decide, okay, I believe in Star Citizen, I've seen enough, I want to, if you decide I have enough disposable income to contribute more, then fantastic. That's your decision, and if you do it consciously, I'm only grateful for that, because you're also financing my entertainment as well. But personally, I do not believe in the controversy about, you know, the business model of the game, because in this gaming industry, in which so many developers are being fired, so many studios are closing, the crowdfunded method that Star Citizen has basically lets us gamers directly keep 1,000 developers into a job. More of that, please. I mean, I would be happy if there was more games like this that let gamers take things into their hands. And of course, Kickstarter crowdfunding in general does that as well. But I mean games that have like a long ramp up, that keep developers into a job doing ambitious things, and Star Citizen is absolutely ambitious, doing ambitious things for several years, and we decide if we believe in it and we can contribute to it, and our contribution directly influences the fact that developers are kept into a job and won't be fired by this or that giant corporation that just doesn't care. So yeah, that's pretty much my piece. I think we've seen everything, and I've said everything I need to say. So that is it. I'm just going to go outside and say bye when I'm there, because why not? There is like a lot of people here. I like to see it that lively, to be honest. It's nice. After having passed so many years, not seeing many people around, and the people that you did see around were mostly hostile. It's nice to see just people around you, and seeing the servers that are more lively and interesting. When the full server meshing will be in, it will be even better. But right now it's already nice, very enjoyable with the people you meet around. So let's get outside of the expo. It's a bit cold here, by the way. You can see the temperature there, 13 degrees. My character does not like, which is why it's red, but of course I'm not going to die for it. Okay, I have a weird expression, which I believe is glitched, because it happens when you hurt yourself. The pain expression gets overlaid to your character's face, and it just gets stuck sometimes, which kind of sucks, because the expression that you have normally is much cooler. But it is what it is. It's still in alpha, still in early access, so it's not perfect. So thank you very much for your time and attention, as usual. If you like the video and my rambling, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.